today's video sponsor, and that is Farming Simulator 25. For anyone who does not know, Farming Simulator 25 lets players take control of their own farm in a realistic open-world setting where they can build an agriculture empire and develop knowledge, skills of agriculture machine operations, animal husbandry, forestry, and more. Since its release in November, it's sold more than 3 million copies worldwide, and it's not slowing down. And with its latest update, they've introduced 2 new community maps for the players to explore, plus 12 new machines, which adds to over 400 different vehicles and tools across 150 different top international brands. Players can future-proof their farm with a year 1 season pass, which unlocks a huge amount of content as it becomes available. There will also be free content updates and user-generated content such as the Welker Farms map. Shh, it's coming. On the Mod Hub, so make sure you go there to check it out. So Farm Simulator 25 is available on PC, my favorite personally, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. You can purchase yourself a copy of this game at select retail stores such as Walmart, Target, Best Buy, GameStop, or Amazon. So here's the cool part. We will be running a giveaway of the Farming Simulator 25 Collector's Edition on this channel. So to enter into this giveaway, all you gotta do is comment below in this video with Farming Simulator 25, and 5 of you will be selected at random, and we'll be given a copy for PC. PC it is, PC. Or if you just really want it right now, go to the link in the description and click on it. It'll take you where you can buy it. Got a call from Dad, he broke a shank. This is called the shank, it's an edge on. And that is attached to the air drill toolbar. That's the point, and the seed goes in here, goes in the ground, that digs the trench for the seed. That broke, probably somewhere up here. So I gotta get that fixed, and then this trip assembly, which is a spring mechanism that allows this shank to swing back if it hits a rock or something hard on the ground, that broke. So hopefully that's the right one. I don't know if it is, I think it is what we had on the shelf, so I gotta go to them and get that fixed. Got our trusty Flummins with the 5.9 in it. Still running like a boss. A couple little things like usual. You know, just some cosmetic stuff, but otherwise, mechanically, he's ready to roll. Minus the weed mess. Of course, for the pokies, that's where it broke right there. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, we don't have a 1 and 15/16. At least I couldn't find one at the farm. 1 3/8 is pretty close, but
on a half inch or
yeah,
a 3/4?
on an in wrench. But I know there was this much thistle. I had to grab some gloves. Okay, there. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, I lost the hose. The hose drug the shank, the broken shank along when I saw it.
Do you see? You don't have the hose.
So I saved the shank, it's in the pickup, and the hose was dangling on that. Well, it shook loose, evidently.
Oh, so I got to go find it.
So I don't find it, or it's the sensor is still on there. It's just missing the.
Let me go look for it. I'll drive the path. We'll see if we can find it. All right, looking for a black hose. Black hose. It's here somewhere. Where is that hose at? And I'm just gonna stay on this side. This is where it came off at. We're gonna go a couple passes. It's here somewhere. Last year, this field had a outrageous amount of thistle growing in it. It was really bad. And you can see it this year. It's gonna be not a great thistle year, but with the peas, we'll put sulfentrazone down, and that should take care of most of those thistles when they come out of the ground. So hopefully we can get control of them. Bingo, found it. Right there. Only took 3 passes up and down the field, but we got it. Let's go get Dad fixed. It literally was just like 200 yards from where he's parked. But I had to go up, down, up, down, up, down, follow the path to find it. All right, let's get this together. Just right over there, but I had to do 3 passes to find it.
Yeah, right by.
I know, it's like
Right
there. Okay, he's taken care of. Should be good to go for a while. Now I'm gonna get some food, maybe wash that dirt mustache off, and hang tight for the next call.
I'm in Bud Seed and Peas, finally back with you. I had my camera go down, they sent it in, got it back. They just sent a new one, so anyway, this is the first capture of 2025 on this new camera. But what I'm doing is I'm seeding peas. We just got started today, trying to work out a few bugs. There's always a few bugs in the seeding. It's just we had an issue with rollers. It's good. We got our old ones put back in. It's going to take. This tractor's kind of going all over the place. All right. Whoa, that was a wild ride. We've got a new steering system that we're going to stick on this tractor, but we're not ready yet because we were doing the Big Bud project, that big group bud, and just didn't have time. Spring came a little faster than normal. As you can see, no snow, but dust. That means that the ground is thawed out and it's ready to accept seed. And that's why I'm kind of a seedy character right now, just sitting in here managing this tractor. Got a couple of issues back there, but other than that, it's running smooth. Just seeding along. Got my seeding partner, Kobe. Hey, Kobe, how you doing? Yeah, he's been riding outside on the fender here for the last couple hours. So I let him in here. I had my lunch. That's why he was out there, because he would have had my lunch. So anyway, what do you think, Kobe? Huh? You want to go out? You want to go out there? Here, let me fold your ear over. Okay, here we go. Alright. There'll be no golfers jumping aboard this ship and trying to pirate it. If you look just over here, you can probably see it. Got a red machine running over there. And that's Brandon. He's been in the videos before. He drove truck for us for a little bit. He's a local guy. And so we voluntold him, hey, you want to run a spreader truck? So no, we're renting that truck from a local fertilizer co-op, and it's running great. So I forget which model that is, but it's like a 2011 case floater, Titan floater, and he's been doing our winter wheat, putting urea on it, so that's good to have done. We're just now praying that we get a decent rain to put that urea in the ground, because it's just sitting on the soil right now, and there's not much in the forecast for a while. It's been very dry the last month and a half, so we'll see what happens. But if we get a decent soaker, put that in the ground, we won't waste 80 grand. Gamble. If it gets in the ground, it'll make us a lot more than 80 grand. Love farming. I think that one's set at 70 feet. And right over there is the Series 3 with a 3555 case cart. Leg arms is going strong, so we got him all topped off and full, so he's gonna be going for a few hours. It's getting done. No seed in the day. More snow coming. It's okay. Give us a pause. We'll just do other things that we wanted to do when we were seeding, right? Okay, back in a minute. All right, I got Kobe with me, just started seeding. Snowed a little bit, but I just let him, he wanted out just to kind of smell around and probably have to go to the bathroom or whatever. Well, I'm right along this rock line, that separates the two fields, a coyote jumped up. So he's off running the coyote. The coyote's not running very fast because he sees that Kobe's not running very fast. So, but yeah, he's now over there probably a quarter of a mile having fun. But it's kind of odd because I thought, you know, going out and along that rock line, I thought, well, he might jump a gopher. So anyway, it's Kobe days. So I'm backseating peas, as you can see. Peasy easy. Everything's running smooth. I like it like that. I wish I was as smooth, but oh well. Noticed something different, didn't you? Yeah, what's that silvery thing on the tail? Well, we had a birthday party for one of the grandkids and we had pinned the tail on the doggy. No, what that is Kobe developed about 3 sores on his tail. I don't know what, but you know, with the dog and a sore, he keeps licking on them. And as he keeps licking on them, he keeps irritating them. And they just don't heal. So either we can put the hood on to keep him from being able to reach back there and lick, or we gauze up the tail, then take duct tape and then just tail it. And he's been that way ever since the first of the year at different times. We thought it was somewhat healed, it fell off. So, but we looked, well, there's another sore there, so we put it back on. And if we don't do that, probably the only alternative, because he's going to get it real sore and infected, is to lose his tail. I know there's quite a few tails in my life I would like to lose, but I won't go through those right now. But no, we would like to keep his tail. He's 13 years old. He's in really good shape. He's slowed down a little bit, but he's looking like he's gonna live as long as me. What's that in human years? So that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna leave it on probably for another month. Then it'll start getting warm and we'll take a look at it. But about the only way we're gonna be able to keep him from irritating that sore. All right, I lifted him up. So let's get back to seeding.
All right, well, we got shut down for a couple days. It snowed 1 or 2 inches. I don't know, maybe 2/10 of moisture, which is great for the fertilizer we're putting down. That'll hopefully tie it into the soil a little bit. A little bit of moisture coming this week. Today might be our only day to get some seed in the ground. And then tonight's we'll start kind of spitting and snowing again. So it's been sub-freezing temps on and off every night. So we'll see how it goes. But I got a call from the guys and they said, I need some seed. So let's get the 377 fired up. Get this haul-all side draw lined up. Let's put some seed in the 3555 air cart. One thing about this truck I want to ask you guys, just conveniently put this here. I forget stuff, so remind me that I left that there. But this 3406B Cat has a mechanical fuel injection pump on it. And this truck's kind of interesting because when I go to start it, it basically will not start unless you give it a little bit of throttle. I mean, you just gotta touch the throttle just a little bit. It'll fire right up, but it'll crank. It's almost like there's just zero fuel going to the engine without the accelerator pressed just a little bit. Does that make sense? So all you 3406B experts out there, let me know in the comments what that might be, because we're just curious. It's not a big problem. It's just I have to remember to put my foot on the throttle just a little bit. Starts right up. Like, watch this. I'll show you. Watch this time. This time won't work. We'll try it. My coffee's gonna spill too. I guarantee it. Okay, so I'm not gonna press the throttle. Okay, see? Crank. Okay. Now this time I'm gonna put a little bit of throttle on. There we go. See what I mean? Weird. All right, let's get air and let's roll. All right, all you Fuller guys, got a question for you there too. You can answer this in the comments below. This is a 18-speed transmission. Came out of that red Pete, the beater Peter. And second gear, which is the middle up, and what is that? 1, 2, 3, third down, which is center down. It pops out a gear. So like, and even just sitting here, you can hear it kind of rubbing against third gear, just kind of idling there. It's almost like something, whatever the synchros or whatever that holds it in the center is not tight. Is there some way to fix that simple, or is that a big job? That's my question for you. Why does it pop out of the second gear right here? When you're going down the road, whether in high range or not, it'll sometimes just fall back and pop out. Okay, Dad's full. Let's go get leg arms. A couple things I've been doing with this haul trailer is, one, you know, I didn't feel it plumb full, but you know, it could be up to almost 1,300 bushels of peas in there, so that's a lot of weight. And we're driving in soft field, so I don't feel it plumb full. I mean, it's got the triple axles, but what I like to do, empty the back end first, and then that keeps the weight on the fifth wheel on the truck, so that way we're not rear heavy and not have a lot of traction in case I need it. The other thing is too is, you know, it's up there a little bit in the air, so take my corners slow, just nice and easy, and we'll get there, get her done.
All right, Nick is we just pulled up with the haul, and let's put some product in this drill. Okay, they got a safety pin here so it doesn't bounce out. You can't activate the hydraulics until you actually, there we go. Let's hold it with my head. Perfect. There we go. All right, gotta activate this. Okay. I'm trying to do this with one hand, it's not easy. There we go. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just set that all the way down on the ground, go up here, open the hatches, and then I'll position it up here. And then I'll direct Nick to help with lining it all up.
Got the leg arms tractor, running pretty good, minus a coolant leak on the head. That's something we're gonna deal with later. It's a beautiful day so far. This is nice. East wind, that's rare. Don't get that very often here. Sun came out. It's just nice sweatshirt weather. So we'll top this off. I'll go back. I'm gonna try to do an alignment on the truck and see if I can get it steer a little straighter. It likes to pull to the left. And then just come back and service these guys when they're ready. All right, hopper 4 and 3 are empty. He's backing up to hopper 2. Right there. Beautiful. Man, he's good. We're done. Let's get out of here. Actually didn't even touch the first hopper. Technically this holds 550 bushels, the other one holds 430 bushels. So I mean, if this was topped up all the way, yeah, we got more than we need, but that's okay. We get seed and fertilizer, it's gonna work out great. And by seed and fertilizer, I mean spring wheat seed and fertilizer. Yeah, we are putting seed on right now, just not springweed seed.
Isn't that cool? Every once in a while, we come across these guys. He's a big one too. I think I made a new friend. He's snuggly. He's definitely he'd be a good pet for my kids. I don't think he would like it. My kids would. Not very often do we see porcupines out here, but we come across them every once in a while. It's kind of neat to see these guys crawling around. I know people that have a lot of trees don't like these guys because they eat the bark, but we don't got trees out here, so they're pretty much harmless. We need a name for you. Let's call you Gibbles. How about that? Hi, Gibbles. Oh, come on. Don't you want to be scratched behind the ears? I tried to convince Gibbles to give a selfie with me, but he just doesn't want to turn his head. Bye, Gibbles. Hope you find your way. All right. It's time to get back in the tractor and get some stuff done. Enough wasted time, huh? Well, that was fun. All right, let's get busy.
Okay, welcome back. Had a couple day break, kind of inclement weather. There was talk about a little bit of snow, a little wetness. Most of it didn't materialize. So tomorrow they're talking about a little more snow. So I thought, I'll just go out and we'll do one load of peas. And that'll give me around 180 acres seeded today, and then I won't do any more because I think I mentioned this before about the inoculant, the bacteria that's on the rhizobial bacteria that's on the peas that we inoculate with. If it's in the tank and it gets really cold, it possibly could kill them, reduce the numbers on them, and so then we wouldn't get as good fixation of nitrogen when the plant starts growing. It's interesting how it works. So the way it works is you have this coating that's peat, and these live bacteria are in this peat, gets it on the surface of the peas, and it doesn't take a lot for them. Well, when the pea germinates, grows the roots down, they go, oh, awesome. There's a house that I can reside in, and there'll be some food. And so they attach themselves to the roots, drain off a little bit of residue that the plant's producing, But what they do is then take the nitrogen that's in the ground and process that and make it available for the peas, so that they can then transfer that into the peas, so the peas get nitrogen for growing, and the bacteria gets a little bit of them, so it's symbiotic, and it works out real well. In fact, they actually, if they do well as far as inoculation and growing, they actually produce more nitrogen than they consume. So it actually puts nitrogen back into the soil structure. So that's a great benefit, because the next crop we seed on it, on this land that we're seeding the peas, which will be winter wheat and or spring wheat, depending on the conditions when we're seeding, and I'm trying to do two things here. So it's a great relationship. But anyway, saying that, they are live organisms, and consequently, we got to be careful about the temperature. So I'm going to, all that to say, I'm going to seed this load. It takes about 4.5 hours, 5 hours maybe, give or take, and then I'll just call it quits. It's about 37, 40 degrees outside right now. So a breeze out of the northwest, and it's cold. A little bit of humidity in the ground, in the air. We're talking about snow later today, tonight, and tomorrow, maybe an inch. So we won't be doing that tomorrow. But anyway, it's always good to be back in the seed again. Seeding, and it's so pleasing to do.
Another hard day in the books. Thank you, Farm Simulator, for sponsoring this video. And for those who would like a copy of the game, head to the description. There's a link there. You can pick up a copy. And don't forget to enter into the contest by commenting Farm Simulator in the comments below. Farm Simulator 25. All right. See you later.